Yeah, I've been in it for a few years now, so I feel reasonably comfortable. Yeah, it's obviously good to be here today for BCNA. Obviously, part of the breakfast for the launch of that, and the club's partnership's been running for a long time with them now, and I'm looking forward to that game. But more importantly, this weekend's game.
You're also coming up against one of your former teammates in Jeremy Howe. You've got a few sledges perhaps for him on the field.
I'm not a huge sledger, but no, it'll be fun to run out, and I think there'll be a few little bumps here and there, maybe a few words said, but all in all, it's whatever happens on the ground will probably stay on the ground. And I messaged him last week. Good luck for his first game, and I'm assuming he'll be pretty excited, and there'll be a fair bit of emotion running through his head. But I think the bigger task at hand is the Pies, and us backing up some of our good form from last week, and hopefully getting the 4 points this week.
What have you made of Collingwood's season so far and the media speculation surrounding their club?
To be honest, I haven't really looked at it or heard too much about it. I don't really listen to the media too much or read too much. I mainly worry about us, but I think I've been through some tough times, and I'm assuming they haven't had too much or aren't playing at the level they'd expect to be playing at. So for us, we're expecting them to come out, really fiercely on the weekend and rebound after I guess a week of where they've been under a bit of pressure, and we're prepared for that.
What was your reaction to last week's game? Was it positive because of the fight you showed for 3 quarters, or disappointment that you didn't get the job done?
Initially, definitely disappointment. We're in a position to win, so when you don't get that, it's a letdown. And but I think I guess digesting it in the rooms after the game, it was a terrific response from us. We probably played at a level that we haven't found ourselves playing at against a really strong opposition that played off to get in a grand final for the last couple of years. So we really respect North Melbourne, and we played accordingly, and unfortunately we couldn't get the result, but I think there were some real positives in terms of how much we turned around our form from the previous week, and we're looking to build on that, and we've got that opportunity to get out there on Sunday again this week against another quality team, and hopefully we can bring that same intensity and effort, and tinker with a few things that probably let us down and didn't get us over the line last week, and hopefully get the 4 points this week.
How do you get to that level? Because it was in stark contrast to the week before.
Yeah, it's I guess after the GWS game, we probably we obviously really let ourselves down the following week against Essendon, and we reviewed really hard and just got back out on the track, and got some continuity with our training, bit of belief back in terms of the things we do well with our training. We got 2 quality sessions in with a longer break between the game, and we've got the same setup again this week. So we're looking to maintain some good form in training, and we've reviewed the game really strongly. Obviously, from a positive point of view, with the intensity and the effort and the contest stuff that we did really well, but also looking at it from the point of view that we didn't win, and there's still some areas that we've got to get better at. And we had a session yesterday and another one Friday, and I think we really honed in on the individual, making sure they prepare themselves as best they can, which I think Ruzi reflected on in his post-match after Essendon, and that's what we did last week, and we're looking to try and maintain that again.
And Nathan, on Sunday you were down 7-0. Perhaps in previous years Melbourne teams would have just capitulated, would be another 100-point loss. Was that one of the positives you guys spoke about, that you fought back and almost even won the game from that position?
Yeah, I think that's probably been a bit of a theme for us if you include all the NAB games as well. Obviously round 1 against GWS, come from behind, and even playing as poor as we did against Essendon to find a way to get back out in front. I think it shows that there's some real character and resilience in our group, and we really believe in the way we're playing. It's just getting some real consistency with that, and I think I guess people probably underestimate how strong that breeze was in that first half against North on the weekend, and we felt like some really key areas we were right in the game, and if not leading some of those key statistics. So we continue to believe, and footy is a real game of momentum, particularly with the conditions on the weekend, and we were lucky to take advantage of that, and it turned into being a pretty terrific game, but unfortunately we were on the losing side, which is disappointing for us.
And just the form of Max Gawn, Nathan, must be pretty, must help your cause in the midfield, having a guy like that. Just it seems to be just dominating at the moment.
Yeah, look, I think I guess it's always been there from my point of view, having seen him come in as such a young player, and obviously be sort of brought down with some injuries early, but then some of the form that he played at in the VFL, it was always just a matter of time and him finding the confidence and belief and building his body up to be able to maintain that at AFL level. And he had some breakout performances last year, and he's carried that form through the pre-season and then into this season. So when you've got a dominant big man on the field and in the way he plays with his aggressiveness around the ground and also his ability to still find the ball and hit the scoreboard, he makes it it makes for a very difficult matchup and obviously a real advantage for us. And it was one of the key matchups from the game on the weekend. I love his confidence to put himself out there to declare that he wants to be one of the best ruckmen in the comp, and he's working as hard as he can to reach that goal. And I guess he showed his true ability on the weekend. Probably Goldie got him early, but he's again reflective of the team. His ability to fight back and get himself probably on an even playing field with the best ruckman in the competition just shows how far he's come and the potential that he's got.
Do you think you'll have a shave anytime soon?
Well, I'm actually trying to jump on and match his spirit, but look, I don't know. I think while he's playing that well, it's I can't see it coming off anytime soon.
And just last year was, I think, the first time you beat Collingwood in about 12 attempts. How important is that psychologically heading into this game? And is it now, I guess, after so many years of outs against them, is it now, a mission of yours to start stringing wins against this team?
Oh, not necessarily against Collingwood. I think it's a challenge for us to string multiple wins together. As I said, it's building that consistency, and I think internally we're really confident with the direction we're heading. With the performances we're putting out there consistently, but we're still not getting results in the end. We're in a results-based industry, and wins count for everything. So, we're playing to win, and that starts this weekend, which is against Collingwood. But it's the old cliche, but we still do it. You just take it, a week at a time, and we'll look at Collingwood, and then look to the following week. And I think it's about the brand of footy we're trying to play and consistently doing that. And as I said before, we believe in that, and we feel like it stacks up. And when we get really good at it, it should result in consistent performances and hopefully a string of wins.
From a teammate's perspective, can you see Christian Petrarca getting closer on the training track?
Yep.
Paul Roos said he's not going to play this week, but from a teammate's perspective, would you like him out there in the next couple of weeks? Do you think he's ready in the next few rounds?
I'm just going to douse this one. He's not going to play for a few weeks, I don't think. I'm sure he tried a pro bruisey on it, but he's obviously a really exciting prospect for us. But at the same time, I think we've got to do our due diligence and make sure that we prepare him as best he can to live up to, I guess, some of the hype and play. So when he gets out there, he can play his best footy, and he's missed a lot of footy, and he's only played obviously the round one game with the VFL on the weekend, and he was pretty bloody good there. But it's probably match fitness and match conditioning that he's still at least a couple of weeks away. I would have thought, just getting his body right, getting that complete confidence back. But he's done some really impressive things, and providing he continues to play his role for us, he's going to be an exciting one for our fans, and I'm sure his teammates are going to really look forward to playing with him.
Are you getting the sense from him that he's just jumping out of his
Oh
skin to
yeah,
play?
he's one of the most excitable characters, and you almost have to pull the reins on him because he's jumping out of his skin, as you said, and but. I sort of love his confidence and I love his enthusiasm, and I think he's aware that he has to continue to work on getting his body 100% and get that conditioning in, because the jump from AFL is quite significant, and with the time out of the game for him, he realises that, but he really believes in himself and backs himself in. So I'm pretty excited when he does get his chance. He's going to do some pretty impressive things for us.
Thank you.